Right, good evening, and welcome to Chlorine Callaloo. Welcome to Chlorine Champions. Right here on Trinbago Freestyles, we'd like to thank Darren Belfort for his reading of news. And we'd like to welcome you again to this episode number 17. Last week we had our Independence episode. We weren't live, but we hope you had a good show. So in this segment, we're waiting to see our next guest, which is Zahra Gaskin. Zara Gaskin is, well, she'll tell you who she is, but she's a triathlete. She trains in Trinidad and Tobago, and she represents the beautiful island of Barbados. Good evening, Zara.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome, and thank you for coming on to Chlorine Champions.
Of course, I'm honored.
All right, so Zara, tell me a little bit about yourself, like what school you attend, etc.
Well, I'm 17 years old. I currently attend Bishop Anstey Trinity College East Sixth Form.
Sixth Form, first year?
Upper Sixth.
Upper Sixth, all right. So let me ask you a question. What do you see as a benefit of being a student athlete?
Well, I have always enjoyed a life of sport, and for me, it has always been quite a natural fit. I noticed through the years that my classmates who were not involved in sport or actually any activity at all, I always wondered what they did with all that free time.
Right.
The main benefits that I have experienced include time management. I have no choice but to structure my days, my weeks, my months, and just stick to it. The discipline that I would have learned at an early age being a student athlete has helped me both academically and in sport. In addition, I have had the privilege of traveling to many regional and international countries for, sporting competition, through which I have met, many competitors and now friends. Now I'm about to embark on my university education in just a year, and being a student athlete really opens up an entirely different world of possibilities. And I may rejoin old competitors at new schools, and then when I apply to university, I will naturally fit into a team, like a group of immediate friends in a new environment.
So how did this swimming thing start with you? I understand you had no choice but to get involved in swimming.
Well, I started swimming in early childhood and triathlon for that fact. Both my parents saw triathlon as a developing sport. It's like, okay, well, there aren't many girls in triathlon, so let's, get both me and my sister into this. And I thank them for that every day, because I really enjoy swimming and triathlon and running.
Well, we'll find out a little more about that in a little bit. But how has your preparation been going for Junior Pan Am? Is it that you're qualified? Is it that you're on your team? What's the status?
Well, it has been challenging given the pandemic and the social restrictions. Triathlon is a multi-sport sport, and so to prepare for the games, I need to quickly swim, ride, and run, which has proven to be difficult in this time, given that no beaches, no pools have been open for us. So I actually traveled to Barbados 2 weeks ago so I could get a little swimming in, properly.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah.
So if you didn't know, you're now joining, this is the VisualEyes Chlorine Champions segment. We have Zahra Gaskin. Her mom is Trini, and dad is Bajan. I got that right?
Yes.
So let me ask you a question. Are you a Trini Bajan or a Bajan Trini?
Well, I was actually born in Ireland, so I'll have to.
Oh my gosh, this complicates things a bit.
A global citizen.
You're a global citizen, but you're not going to get away. You're not going to get away though, because I know you lived in Barbados, you lived in Trinidad, so I'm trying to cause a little regional uproar here, right? So you have to help me a little bit. So, which accent is better, Trini or Bajan?
Well, to be honest, when I first came, I was in Form 2 at Bishop's. I could not understand a thing that any Trinidadian was saying for the first 2 months. I was like, excuse me, what did you say? But now that I've traveled back to Barbados after having lived here for a couple of years, I can't understand what the Bajans are saying too. So I cannot say which one is better.
No, yeah, you have to choose one, man. This is supposed to be a quick one answer. We're not going to put you out of Trinidad and Barbados is not going to deport you. Which one?
Tobago accent.
That was a very good answer, actually. Very good answer. Beaches. Beaches.
Barbados beaches take the win.
I agree. Food.
I mean, too, so that's a little plus.
And the food, which one?
Well, in terms of food.
Barbados or Trinidad and Tobago, which one? Quick.
Trinidad food. Bacon shack.
Bacon shack. Don't worry, we're going to talk about the beaches just now. We'll talk about some bacon shack. And soca. Soca, which one?
I like St. Lucian soca, so I'll have to say that.
Are you going to study law?
No, I'm not going to study law. I'm going to go to burial science.
You gave a very diplomatic kind of lawyer answer there, right? So that's what I was wondering. And swim, bike, run. Choose one.
Run. I choose the run.
All right.
Especially, I like track running. 3,000 and 1,500.
So, all right. So I know I saw your mom put up a stat before that, that you all got vaccinated, etc. Why did you see it as important to get vaccinated?
Well, in terms of being vaccinated, especially as adolescents and Gen Z, Generation Z, we all have our play in the global responsibility against, the COVID-19 pandemic and immunization work. And for me, as an athlete who will have to travel to compete and likely for school as well, the best protection that I can give myself is vaccination. And I see it as an investment to my future.
Good answer. And let me ask you a final question after I get you in trouble with Barbados. What advice would you give to athletes who cannot train at this time?
My advice is that there are always forms of training that can be done. For swimmers, I appreciate that unless you have a pool in your backyard, you cannot swim, because swimming is really one of those sports that is just so unforgiving. There's 2 sessions of training and all of it, you feel like you're going to drown. But during the time, you can, use it to maintain strength through stretched cords, cardiovascular work, and through burpees or skipping, and then the CyberFit. That's a Barbadian gym online, Zoom for free. If you want, you could, message me and I can link you up with that. And they have HIIT workouts or focus on core and balance power. There are so many domains of fitness that can be maintained during this time.
All right, Zara, I'd like to thank you very much for coming on to the VisualEyes Chlorine Champions. Thank you for repping Barbados and the red, white, and black. And I wish you all success in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Right, so that was Zara Gaskin, and this was VisualEyes Chlorine Champions. Remember to check them out at their 3 locations in Kirab, Trinity, and Chaguanas.